Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here, and today I have a layout for SpiegelMom scraps, and I'm using the Pack Your Bags sequins. And if you saw the video that I put up on SpiegelMom scraps at the beginning of the month, it was the 6th, I played with a cut file, and then I just did the like sort of dump and pour kind of sequin how-to to dress up my cut file. And so for this we're going to do the opposite. So I'm not really doing I'm not going to go through every single thing. It's pretty straightforward. I'm just adding this to the front of the process video so that just another fun idea to try with your sequins. So I have my cut file. I did go ahead and cut the cut file. So I had the cut file with all the little openings, and then I did just an outline of the cut file so that I had a white cardstock background that I could mat my cut file on. And so that's what it looks like before I add the sequins. So now that I have my cut file ready, I just took and dumped my sequins in, and what I'm going to do is I basically fill in each of the triangles with glue. I'm not going to do this completely on camera. I might start it here. But basically I'm going to fill in this triangle with glue. I use art glitter glue, and you can use whatever wet glue works for you. This one has always seemed to work well for me, so that is what I'm going with. But basically I go ahead and add the glue, and then this time, instead of dumping my sequins and just letting them land wherever, I'm actually going to place each of my sequins down on my diamond shape, and basically I'm going to one by one add my sequins in until I have filled this entire diamond, just like this one. And I am, like I said, using the Pack Your Bags sequins. The only thing I'm not using from this mix are the pink ones, and that's just by choice. So that is what it's going to look like when I finish it. So like I said, I am going to go ahead, I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to fill in this whole cut file so that I have all of the areas backed with all the sequins, and it's just going to be a layer, one layer, no dump and pour, just a simple add the sequins in, and then we're going to create this layout. Alright, I have my sequin little diamonds already over to the side, and I'm just letting the glue dry on that second one. So I'm going to work on my background. So I have some scraps. This was a scrap, and then I have my 2 photos. So I've already cut this scrap down just by a little bit to sort of make a frame for these. And then I'm going to cut this green scrap of pattern paper. It is from Pink Fresh. I'm going to cut that down and have it be a second mat. And then I do have this piece of pattern paper as well that I'm going to I'm not sure where, once I get this photo mat complete, excuse me, I'm going to cut this so this will peek out from behind that photo mat as well. And then for my background, I have a piece of watercolor paper that I was kind of just playing with. The mixed media kind of went bigger than I wanted it to, but I did decide that I was going to use it anyway. And so I thought this is actually a little bit smaller of a size than I would normally go. Usually I go 11.5. This is at 11 by 11. So I do have this piece of pattern paper that I'm actually going to just put underneath and have it just on this side here, just to add a little something extra, a little added interest to that background. And so then I'll mat my 11 by 11 right in the center. So for this, I just used some, I think I had some Distress Oxide, a little bit of both the Distress Oxide and the Distress Spray or Stain. Uncharted Mariner was the color primarily that I used, and I used, I think, a little bit of Faded Jean. I can't really remember the colors now. And then I just took a stamp and some Uncharted Mariner in Distress Oxide and stamped just a pattern on this. It's a little hard to see on camera, but it is there. And then I added just some white splatters, and so this, I'm gonna use this. I don't know if I'm completely happy with how this mixed media turned out, but I am gonna use it because I think it works for this page. So that's going to be my background. So I'm going to cut this down, this pattern paper down, so it is the 11.5 that I normally would have. It's just going to go on that background with my mixed media. And then I'm going to have, like I said, those 3 papers layered up here with my 2 photos, which will go something like this. Might be up a little bit or down. I'm not really sure. At this point I'm thinking, and if I pull over my diamonds, even though one of them isn't completely dry, but I'm thinking about putting them something like this. So I'll have to see where my photo placement needs to go if I'm going to put the diamonds something along this line. So this is what I'm thinking. They'll kind of overlap a little bit. So we'll see where this is going to end up. But ultimately, that is where the diamonds are going to go. So obviously, they're going to be a big focal point on the page. And so I'm thinking my title is going to go across the top. And then I have pulled out some embellishments that I thought I would use on this page. And so I'm going to go off camera, get this all glued down, put down my diamonds so that all my big pieces are in place. I do have some washi here if I decide to use that as well. And then I'm going to come in, I'm going to put my title on here, which is just going to be Dan TDM Live. And so that is going to go right up here at the top. Whether I move it around slightly where the photos go, the title is going to go at the top. So I'm going to go ahead, do that off camera, and then we're just going to have to finish the embellishing. Okay, I do have my background down. I did end up separating the 2 diamonds. I figured that I actually like them better, sort of angled away from each other on either side of the photos. And I did put my title down, and my darker letters were kind of fading into the background, so I did outline them with just a white gel pen, just to make them stand out a bit more. And now there's plenty of sparkle on this page, but now I'm just going to come in with a few embellishment pieces, add some embellishments to this page. So that is what we're going to do here. So I'm just taking some labels here, and I figure I might do a cluster up here and then a cluster down here and see how this goes. So first thing, just starting out with some labels, and during this concert he does have a guitar, so I thought I might pull in this guitar. We'll see if that stays. And globe, because he is from England or over there somewhere. So kind of just playing with some pieces. And I thought I might pull out this really old Heidi Swapp glitter sticker. Yeah. So I thought maybe, let's see how this looks. If we put this down here. I wish it was pointing in the other direction, but I think I can live with it. Pointing this way. Just to get it used up since I have not touched these stickers. And there's even more sparkle. There is tons of sparkle on this page for sure. And obviously you needed tickets for this. Then I have a little memories word that I could put down here. And he is YouTube, so I figure the messaging kind of plays into that. And let's see. What else do I have? Anything else work on this sticker sheet? Maybe. I like the idea of having another word strip somewhere up here. Maybe if I move this stuff around a little bit, I could put this happened. Let's see. I don't want to lose that ticket altogether. That's the only thing. So let me put this back, put this down, and then maybe I can have the ticket up like that. Something like that, maybe. That's not so bad. And let's see. I do have these little puffy hearts, so maybe we'll add these since it keeps with our blue, and don't think you can go wrong with hearts. So let's do this. I'm going to have to glue that down, so off camera I will go ahead and do that. I don't know that I'm going to add any more sequins to this because I feel like it's got a lot right now. So I'm thinking this might be it, and I'd really like to use up these hearts, to be honest, since they have been floating around for quite a while in my stash. So using them up would be nice. And like I said, I gotta get that glued on, and maybe place the other one up here, something along that line, and then that will use those up. And I think at this point we are going to call this one done. So a fun way to use sequins, again, using a cut file, this time actually placing them exactly where you want them instead of doing the dump and stick kind of method. And yeah, so you can check out in the description box below. I'll have a link to SpiegelMom Scraps and the Facebook group. Go check out lots of inspiration. Go grab some sequins if you're looking for something for your next project. You can always use Vanessa 15. It will save you a little bit on the sequins for everything other than the pre-orders. So with that, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.